Be welcome, stranger, but be warned, for you find this fair land in the midst of a dire peril indeed. The evil wizard Gloomgore plots to unleash a blight of darkness upon the land.
MCM Comic-Con. But let's get back to the beginning. My day started without the previous day ending. I just couldn't fall asleep. And by 3 AM, I was so done with trying that I got shower, got Comic-Con essentials, and headed towards London. It's a 4-hour drive, and out of my 7 hours dedicated to sleep, only 3 remain. Pro tip, keep a sleeping bag and pillow in your car, then every rest stop can become your home for the night. Today is the second day of MCM Comic-Con in London, and boy, it's packed. Holy hell, I had to wait for 2 hours at the ticket queue to get into the venue. It was horrible. Yeah, there's a reason why some people buy priority tickets, because it's just impossible to get in here. Comic-Cons can be considered as derivatives from science fiction conventions from 1930s. Now, the biggest Comic-Cons are Comic-Con in Japan, San Diego Comic-Con in US, and Sao Paulo Comic-Con in Brazil. Each of them gets almost 1 million attendees each year. Talk about big nerd energy, right? Since anime and manga are probably the most popular size of non-live action visual storytelling, Comic-Cons mostly became focused on that. Don't get me wrong, you can still find Star Wars or Warhammer nerds or 1 or 2 X-men walking around, but mostly cute anime girls, and very anime boys, and loads of people that wish to cosplay but for some reason didn't. In Comic-Con you can find pretty much anything, from pop-up tattoo shops to your favorite character figurines, from YouTubers to comic book artists that you can finally interrogate why they killed off that one particular character that you really liked.
I started when I was very little, like a kid. I used to love animated movies and stuff,
okay.
So I drew a lot of stuff like that. And I discovered mangas in Japan, and I started to do my own comics.
Okay.
It might be in high school, like in the year 2000, 2003, I think.
Okay, so you have plenty of experience.
Yeah, like more than 20 years. And then I started doing conventions to show my comics to other people. I studied animation for a year, but it was like, I love the traditional style and it's very hard to do. So now I'm more into the comic, the normal style comic, maybe manga a bit, and webcomic right now. So you can read it online, but it's not animated yet.
But speaking of YouTubers, that's why I came here this time.
It's your girl!
YouTubers are cool and all, but real stars of the Comic-Con are cosplayers. Some of their costumes are insanely detailed, and the best ones are usually made by themselves, spending hundreds if not thousands of hours. My guess is that you're cosplaying someone from Borderlands. Yes, I'm correct.
Well, Tiny Teen is my favorite in Borderlands. Like, I just love her energy. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of characters to choose from, but I think if you find one that you look at and you're like, wow, like I want to make that, or I want to be that person, then go for that one sort of thing.
What was the easiest part about making this outfit? Because I assume you made it yourself.
Yeah, probably like the wig, like the construction of all the foam stuff. It's the painting that takes the longest. Like, building it's easy. You then have to paint it, and then you have to put all the lines and stuff on. It takes a long time, but it's worth it in the end.
So how long did it take for you to make this one?
So I had a very short time frame for this one, about a month. It's not finished. The dress isn't finished in my eyes. It needs shell shading a lot more, but like the hat and the wig and stuff is all like done.
You don't need to spend hundreds of hours though to have a great time and have a very accurate cosplay. I accidentally met Komi, and it seems that this Komi is actually able to talk, so that's great. So how did you decide to cosplay Komi?
Because I want to collect 100 signs. It's very interesting to make 100 friends, and I really love this character because she's very beautiful, and although she can't talk, but I can.
Well, the upside of real life, right?
Yeah.
So did you already made 100 friends or more maybe?
No, about 30 yet.
Is this your first time cosplaying or?
This is my first time.
Oh, that's so cool. So how did you decide to cosplay exactly this character? Did you consider anything else?
No, actually my friend recommended me this one. She thinks it's quite suitable, so I just tried, and I really love these cat ears.
I mean, cat ears is always upside, right? how did you overcome that fear of starting?
Yeah, just because my friend's there, she's willing to cos with me, so I think to have somebody to go with you is quite better.
Well, see you guys. You're the problem why I'm not cosplaying. Of course, your cup of tea might be something else entirely. A bit more elaborate or not even human. But it doesn't mean that you need to restrict yourself.
I'm a Raven Guard Space Marine from Warhammer 40k. So Games Workshop fictional universe. And they go big, apparently. So I decided to make something sort of true scale. Slightly small, but only just. But it does mean I can't use my hands.
Some people go like to tiny figures, right, as well.
Yeah, Warhammer's a miniatures game as well, so tabletop armies, painting, building, all the good fun. I used to do it, not so much now, because I've made full-size ones instead.
I mean, full size is better. So next time is like fully mechanized one, or?
I think the weight might be an issue, and this is already hot enough. I am absolutely melting. I've got a couple of fans around my neck, but they're not really man enough for the job. I am very, very warm.
What would you say to the person that never cosplayed but really wants to, but just have no idea where to start?
Go for it. YouTube. Everything is on YouTube. You can get tutorials. I've never done a cosplay properly after this. I bought a coat and did a commissar 40k, but for actually making something, this was my first attempt.
Wow, okay. I mean, man, props for that. It's amazing. Anyway, so I stumbled upon these two girls and I have no idea what they are cosplaying.
Widowmaker from Overwatch.
Okay.
And I'm Ari from League of Legends.
Okay, yeah, so I guess I'm too little of a gamer these days. What would you say for someone to not to do when they're trying to do their first costume or something like that?
Most probably don't overcomplicate it. You're gonna learn your skills as you go. Like when I first started, I could not make these. But you will learn as you'll grow and you'll be like, oh, I'll try this. It might not work, it might work, and then you can just build upon that. So don't throw yourself in the deep end immediately, I would say.
Also, 2 meter rule, it only needs to look okay from 2 meters away. So don't nitpick the details, don't sweat the small stuff, you'll be fine. If it holds up an entire day of walking, you're doing amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, but would you say that for a first timer would it be okay to buy it?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
My base one, this is bought, but the tails are handmade. I've made handmade cosplays before, but sometimes if it's made already, I might as well just buy it made. So it's easier.
Maybe there's some sort of hidden knowledge throughout those years.
I would just say, don't be intimidated by the bigger cosplays. It's your first time. Start small. When I first started, all my stuff was made out of charity shop clothing. Now look where I am. Like, don't be intimidated because there's someone with a bigger cosplay than you. We're all here being nerds, dressing up. It's just for fun.
Be welcome, stranger, but be warned, for you find this fair land in the midst of a dire peril indeed. The evil wizard Gloomgore plots to unleash a blight of darkness upon the land. Only a true hero could prevail against such wickedness, and yet the path of a hero is an arduous one. Brave adventurer, do you dare take on a noble quest to prove your worth as a hero?
I shall accept your quest.
Very well. Here is your quest, my friend. Go forth, for glory awaits you.
That was it of the MCM Comic-Con. It was fun. It was really, really fun. I loved that I had camera and actually was able to... I had an excuse to talk with people, because normally it's kind of weird, right? But when you have camera, it's fine. People love talking and it's amazing. So I loved it, and I'm definitely coming here next year if I'm still in UK. And hopefully maybe next year there will be some cosplay, because now I'm really pumped. I hope it's not temporary, but I'm really pumped at the moment. But anyway, that's been it. I met Connor. Unfortunately I didn't meet Garn, but I met Joey, I met Snap. Well, met is a strong word for that. I got an autograph for that. I got some very cool figures. Tachikoma, It was amazing. I haven't even seen one in the wild. The figure, obviously, not the real thing. Anyway, that's been it. And till next time, bye.